Okay, this is the fabric I got the other day at the quilt show at the groups sale, and I am going to roll these up now so I can put them on the shelf. I straighten it out. And I get my 6-inch ruler and I wrap it around the ruler. This is like a 1/4 cut, a long 1/4 cut. That will go one way. I fold it and I flip it over, and that's going to go on the shelf that way. I got a couple more blue, so I'll do those first. This is kind of a stiff fabric. That's like a, I don't know, bigger than a 1/4, I guess. I'm going to do this one this way. What I usually do is, if it's not too big, is flip it down this way because I can get it rolled tighter. Even out the wrinkles, flip it up, pull out the ruler, and flip it over. It makes a nice stack, and then when on the shelf, and they're all stacked up, you can actually see the different fabrics. I got one more blue. And this looks more like 1/3 of a yard. They're supposed to, it said fat quarters, but they vary what they put in their packs. Just flip that down that way, flip that up, pull out the ruler. Now I got 3 of them to go on the shelf. Then I got this other fabric, and I really, really like this fabric. And even though I'm not going to start anything new right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this up into the squares, and then I'm going to put a note with it, because I've got a lot of blue strips, and I think this will look really good with like a log cabin with blue, a log cabin with the blue going around each square. And there's quite a few of these, so I'm just going to see if I can open this up. Just cut off the selvage. Put my glasses so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to cut in the middle of this kind of light line, because that's sort of in the middle. Get rid of that, put that in the selvage pile. I'm going to cut the selvage off the other end too. I thought this was a really pretty fabric. That's why I picked out. This one's not straight. They had stacks of 3 or 4 fabrics put together, so you had to buy whatever was in the pack. Sometimes it was hard to find some that I really liked, but I like this one. So then all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. Try to cut in that right in the middle of that. I'm going to stretch this out, even it out. I don't know if it's even or not. Kind of cut right in the middle of that beige strip, if I can. I don't think these are printed real good, but that's okay. It'll look great when I get it done. I'll keep going until I get these all done. I think this is going to make a really pretty quilt. That's 8. 12. Finally cooled off a bit. It has been so hot the last couple of days. We got rain one night, and since then it's actually been pretty nice out. Cool enough to go out and do some stuff in the yard. Of course, we didn't get any rain till I watered the plants outside that were in pots. This is one thing I saw someone do, and they said it holds the ruler a little steady from shifting, is instead of holding it with your fingers, and I'm still getting in the habit of doing this. Pull this one over a bit. Is actually hold it with your whole hand. Just put your hand right down on it like this, and it does make a difference. Instead of the fingers, I put my whole hand right down on the ruler. Now if I've got cuts that really make a difference as to how straight they are, we have the 5-pound weight. And I'll just put on the end of the ruler. And again, that helps stabilize the ruler so it's less apt to slip. Except that wasn't where I wanted it when I cut it. Slip when you get to the end of the ruler. It just holds that ruler in place. It gives you kind of like an extra hand to keep it steady. And right now, these are going pretty good. And oops, get that on the cutting mat. Yeah, see, these aren't real straight, but that's okay because they're going to be log cabins. So I'll be able to straighten things out later on. I just thought this was such a pretty fabric. A lot of times when I buy a fabric, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Well, I've kind of got out of the habit of just buying fabric just because. Once I realized how much fabric I had. Now they're cut that way. Another thing I do is now I'm going to be making some shorter cuts. And this big mat that's on the table, this is like a, I don't know, 2x4 foot mat or something. Is I'll put a smaller ruler, a smaller mat on the table, because it's a lot cheaper to replace this little one than it is to replace the bigger one. And then I'll just finish cutting these up like this. Now I'm not going to start this right away, so I will put these in a bag with the idea of what I want to do with them. As I also found out years ago, I used to buy fabric with ideas in mind of what I wanted to do with it. But then I would end up not putting the pattern with it and not putting the ideas with it, and I've got fabric that goes together with different amounts of yardage, and I have no idea what I had planned to do with it. So these aren't going real straight, but that doesn't matter. I can straighten them out later after I get them cut. And I may just use the square ruler later on and even them out. Depends on how close they are. And my poor Omni Grid ruler here is just about worn out. The corners are all chipped off. It's not straight anymore. The letters and numbers are getting worn off. It's time for a new ruler. The rulers I have buying, I've been buying the Creative Grids rulers because I like the marks on them. They have little grippers on the back so they don't slip as much. So as I need replacement rulers, I've been getting the Creative Grids. There. So I'm going to finish cutting these up, and then I've got these fabrics here. I'll finish rolling on the rulers. And eventually I'll start working on that next tote. That's so exciting. I never know what's in here. See on the top though of the that tote, some signature blocks. They look like they're all 30s fabric. This is going to be neat. This is one I'm probably just going to put these together. Is one I made. So I'll probably put these together. I don't know what this is. It doesn't. Oh, these. I don't think I made these. I think I probably picked these up somewhere. But again, they're more 30s blocks. They're not signature blocks. But they are neat 30s block and 30s prints. They don't look like they're all the same size either. So I'll have to figure out something to do with those. Maybe there's a lot. Oh, look, some applique doggy. He's cute. I don't know if there's any more in there or not. I have stuff that I'm pretty sure I did not make these, but I have no idea where they came from. I probably saw them for sale somewhere at a good price and said, ooh, and picked them up. And there's a heart. Wish there was more of those dogs. He's cute. Oh well. Oh, something else in there. Little sunbonnet slew. She's got a little yo-yo on her hat. So there's a few appliques. These, oh, here's another one. These also could have been swap blocks, but I really don't remember them. Oh, these things have been in here for years. So, these are going back in the bag, and I will put this up on the shelf with the other started projects. The other thing I'm doing is writing down. I'll give this a number, and I'm going to write it down to keep track in a book. So if I want to start something new, I can go over and I can see these are not started yet, but they are fabric or kits with patterns. So this one will be number 18, and I guess it's going to get 2 numbers because it looks like 2 quilts in there, and I'll put that up on the top shelf with the other with the fabric. So if I want to start something new, I can kind of just go look at this list. There's all kinds of fun stuff on here. I actually got three Judy Niemeyer, I don't know how to say her name, Niemeyer patterns, all paper pieced. So that's it. Have fun. Bye-bye.